Yo, what's up everybody? Jumpin' here, and I am back on some Demon Souls with my Noob's Guide, and today we are going to go and do pretty much the hardest area in the game. Now, I wouldn't say that this place has the hardest bosses. That's not the case. Really, World 2 probably has the hardest bosses in the game. But this place, the enemies are cancer. Like, right now, it shouldn't be so bad because I've waited to come here, but most of the time, you kind of want to come here fairly early. There's a lot of things you can get in World 4, and World 4 is great for the stuff you can get. The problem, of course, is that, well, it's annoying with dumbass skeletons. I hate skeletons. I've always hated skeletons in any of the Souls games. And yeah, these skeletons are stupidly annoying. Now, here's two things about this, though. Oh, God! Okay, hold on. Basically, the shield works wonders against these dudes. And yeah, magic, like, damage, works wonders, too. So this blue blood sword, oh my God, it's going to be so good against these guys. It's one-shot them, as you can see, no problem. And yeah, it's great. But the shield, if you block them, you know, they bounce off just like everybody else, and then you do more damage to them. That's really good as well. So we got some advantages here. But normally, like, if you try to come here early, and by the way, you do want to come to the left here, okay? And block because of the trap. And there's going to be more traps, so be prepared for that. But if you have to come here early, a lot of times you actually have to end up parrying, like, the skeletons if you really want to take them out. And yeah, it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare because you'll see coming up here. And I'm going to show you, like, I should show you the hard way of doing this, and then show you the way that I would say you should do it. Because there's an easy way coming up for this one part, and then there's also, in my opinion, a very hard way of doing it. So I will show the hard way, just because, yeah, I'll then show you the easy way. Alright, so come down there. Watch out, actually, because there's a trap. Oh, God! I landed right in it! Okay. But yeah, there's a trap in the middle of the ground. I needed to show that because I didn't say anything. But watch out for the trap. Just don't hit that. You should be good. Now I'm going to run over here. And basically, you can see there's a lizard. Don't worry about him right now. He's not important. Let me think for a second, because I always forget about this. Every single time I've ever done this world, I forget about this. Basically, yeah. Remember the hallway with the trap that we went down? I always go up the stairs, and I never come out here. But this is important to come out here. Actually, I guess it's not. It's only important if you're trying to get this weapon, which we don't need. But, like, if this is a very good, one of the best starting weapons in the entire game. Now, these guys can be tough. But you can pretty much easily get behind them by letting them do that little jump attack. Now, that jump attack hits hard as hell, so if it hits you, it sucks. The shield should be able to block it, to be honest, like, if you have it upgraded, which I, at this point, do. And I do recommend you do the same. Try to get this up to, like, you know, a higher grade. It only goes to 10, so 8's pretty good, but if you look at that guard break stat now, it's at 77, which is actually insane. It goes up to 82 total once you get it to 10, so it's totally worth it. I also did go ahead and level up my endurance a couple more times, so I want to point that out. But basically, this weapon over here, this is the, not the Soul Remains. Let me grab it, it's right here. Okay, of course I'm overweight. The Crescent Falchion. Basically, this weapon is great, it's got magic damage on it, and if you're looking for a really good early weapon that can, like, do some great damage, that is one of the best choices. The Blessed Mace from World 5 I talked about is very good, but I probably would prefer the Crescent Falchion myself. And the reason, of course, why that's so good and powerful is because it has that magic damage on it, and so many things in this game is, like, weak to magic, and you will do a lot better damage to them if you have that. Now, right here, this is what I'm talking about. This is the bad part because, oh, God, you're going to see in a second, but it's really dumb. There's another way of doing this, and trust me, do it the other way. Now, this part is fine to do it this way. This is no problem, okay? Now, you need to come up here. So, again, block. There's going to be a skeleton. So, let's just block and come up the steps. Hey, buddy. By the way, I'm going to try to do all of World 4 in this episode. Now you have two ways to go. You want to go this way where you can see like the little castle walls, because we can kill this guy, the archer, and pick up this, which is very, very, very good. Compound longbow is super, super powerful. Now if we come up here, we can actually get to this crow. You can trade things to this crow. The best thing you can trade would probably be for your colorless demon souls, because those are rare. You can get 2 of them from the crow, and basically I think you can get a total of 8 colorless demon souls per playthrough, and you would want those for upgrading like certain boss gear, special types of weapons. For this build we don't need it, but for other builds you might. And there's other stuff you can get from that crow, don't get me wrong, but I would say just Google it. Google Demon Souls Crow, and there will be a list of all the stuff you can get for trading items. Basically, you walk up to the nest, it goes, you know, feed me or whatever, and then you go ahead and you drop the item, and then you have to save and quit. That's your easiest way of doing it, just save and quit, and then load it back up, get your item, and basically you're good to go. Alright, so down here, this is a fake wall. So hit this, fake wall, there you go. Now this is cancer. This is totally cancer, okay? And I don't recommend doing it this way. I'm going to show you the other way of doing this in a second. But basically, if you come over here, there's going to be 2 skeletons, right? And they're going to ambush you. And trust me here, this might be not so bad because I'm stronger. But when you come here, if you're like low level, my god, like you can get cornered, you can get stuck. They will chase you down. That's one of the big things about those skeletons. You cannot really run past them. It's super difficult because they will chase you down. And I've died so many times. Like, the most deaths I've ever had, for sure, has been to the skeletons. Just because they're just so annoying. Open up this door, talk to this guy. This is a merchant NPC. He's pretty good, actually, so definitely talk to him. And yeah, that's that. There's really not much else to say. I don't think there's anything we want to buy. There's a trap coming up over here, so get ready to block, because it's going to be on the ground, like, coming up. Where is it? Right there. Alright, so it shoots us. Now, real quick. Basically, this little spot, so there's the fog wall. You can run down here, and guess what? This is a fake wall. You just see me open it earlier. So you can actually hit this, and guess what? You know those 2 skeletons I was just complaining about? How they ambush you, they corner you, they chase you down, they're super annoying. This is the better way of doing it, because you come this way, you can backstab the first one right away. Then the other one might come at you, you kill him, and you're good. You know what I just realized? I just realized something, and I messed up. I said that, you know, oh, this guy's good, you know, but I don't want to buy anything. There is something to buy from him that I really like buying from him. And look, you can get this cheaper in another place, but honestly, it's like 100 souls cheaper in the other place. And the thing is that this guy is so much easier to get to. And you'll see why in World 4 too. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy some of these. Why? Oh, my weight. Oh, no. Crap. I can't actually hold a lot because of my weight issues. Let's see. Do I have some... Oh, look at all this. This is the problem right here. That dragon bone. I need to get rid of that, man. See, I keep messing up with that. Oops. But 2 of that spice should be fine. That's going to recover some MP for me. And I need it, like, right now anyway. I gotta have it because I'm about to fight this guy who... If you remember him, you might have died on him. That's something. Now, first of all, let's take this stupid, like, locust thing off, and we can go ahead and throw on that spice now. But, yeah, we're going to be using this spice a ton, okay? Also, in this spot, I can't really do it right now, but the Thieves' Ring is super good here, okay? It is, like, because there's those stupid enemies above us, and basically, they will not shoot us as often if we have the Thieves' Ring on. So, it's very nice. Alright, let's wreck this guy real quick. Remember him? Well, he's back. And now, you should be a billion times stronger than you were. And even so, like, I am just doing some crazy damage. This is probably the fastest I've ever killed him, to be honest with you. So, he's dead. Very easy. Just circle around him. And... You can block him now, too. You have a good shield for that. But circling around him is still a good strategy. He misses almost every time. So there's a ton of stuff out here to get. You know, keep moving if you're not using the Thieves' Ring. That way you don't get hit constantly by those stupid enemies. So I really should. I think I'm going to put it on. I think I got to, because I hate those guys. I really, really do. There's an item over here. It's easy to miss this because you always run right past it. This is actually Katana. Very good. Great weapon in this game. So, alright, wait, there's an item up there. This is useless down here. The Cloud Stone, to be honest, I don't even really know what it does. I'm pretty sure, like, the upgrade is bad, and probably nobody uses it. I could be totally wrong, you know, people can correct me, but I just already forgot. It's so pointless. Alright, let me think for a second here. Is there any way I can put on that Thieves Ring? I don't want to take this off. That's the problem. I could become human, which I really don't want to do. So, yeah, maybe I can try this. Let's put it on real quick, okay? And let's see. I'm so overweight. Let's go ahead and take off some armor. That works. I don't really have any substitutes. I can do that, maybe. Take it. No, that's not gonna work. Kanye, man, what the fuck? Alright, just no chest piece. That's good enough. Basically, now I can have on the Thieves Ring, and I can be left alone by those stupid guys. So, normally, like right here, if I didn't have the Thieves Ring, they'd be shooting me this whole time. Now they won't. This part, you know, it could be a little tricky, but again, you know, if you want to do runs, the running attack with this sword against these skeletons works great. Now, I'm going to show this again. You can roll past this attack, but this is what you want to do. You want to bait out this attack, right? Ow. Okay, you can roll past it, but if you're bad like me, you might mess it up. But no, seriously, it can be a little weird to get the timing right. Alright, but look, you can block and then dodge it by walking. And yeah, get behind him and backstab him. It's your best and easiest way of taking him out. And yeah, he does drop blade stone chunks. And back in the day, and here's the thing, I don't know if anyone complains about this anymore, but back in the day, in the original game, man, the blade stone, the pure blade stone, which is the final upgrade, the reason why it was so popular is that's your dexterity, like, path, basically, and everybody loves dex weapons because they're fast. And farming for the pure blade stone was a nightmare back in the day. Everyone always complained about it. But to me, in the remake, they made it a joke. Like, every time I ever farmed the enemies, which honestly, I farmed them for the souls. I'm going to show you how to do that. You can farm, like, skeletons to get tons of souls, meaning you can just level up, like, really quickly. It's really nice. But as you're farming, you're probably going to end up getting, like, a ton of the pure blade stone. Now, you won't get it if you're going to do the strategy I'm going to show, which is to knock this one guy off the cliff. But if you actually are sitting there killing him, man, it's crazy. Like, it takes me forever to get the chunks, and, like, legit, like, I just get, like, 10 or 12 pure blade stones, and I just think, wow, man, everybody always complains so much about this. Now, I need to save, and I'm gonna save, this sucks, my spice. Let me see. Yeah, there's no way. Actually, you know what, I don't need to save it. Now, by the way, these guys can still shoot you with the Thieves Ring on this part, so watch out. Alright, so there's gonna be a guy around this corner here, and man, these guys kind of suck. I mean, I guess I'm so strong I can one-shot them, but yeah, you know, like, they can really mess you up. Like, they can do some serious damage. But, since I can one-shot them, ow, watch their range. Their range is huge. That's a good time to come in after they do that overhead slam. You can pretty much counterattack them. Ow! No problem. But yeah, let me just use my range here. See if I can hit it again. Oh my god, I suck. Just back up. Let him swing. Oh, there you go. Alright. Dead. I guess they're weak to thrust damage, maybe. Because that thrust is one-shotting them. And it's one-shotting them good. Alright, so when you go through this fog gate over here, come up here. Grab this item. Boom. There's going to be an item across this part. Let me get over here. So just walk on this. Grab this item. Okay. Now we're going to go back. And we're gonna, like, there's a wall that's collapsed over here, so we can walk over it. There's an item up here, so grab that. Make sure you do. Be ready for a lizard. There's gonna be a lizard coming up. Probably not too important to kill. Let me see what he drops first. If he drops, like, a certain upgrade material, it would be important if I was upgrading that Crescent Falchion. Yeah, okay. The moon shade shards, those are very good, because if you are gonna ever upgrade that Crescent Falchion, Like, basically, that's super, super good. You need that. And you do want to get as much as possible. So over there, that's the Regenerations Ring. I mean, we've already picked it up in the swamp, so there's really, no point. But that's normally where most people get it early on in the game. Because early on in the game, people come here. You'll see, there's so much good stuff here, basically. Watch out. Let me just move. There's a trap right there you can trigger. I wasn't sure where the arrows were going to be coming from. Alright, so this... I'm not going to buff yet because I'm a buff for the boss, but it's another one of these guys, the red skeleton guys. Technically, you could just grab this, run for it, go through the fog, don't worry about this guy, because it would suck to die against this guy, like, right here. Like, if you die here, like, this is awful, Alright, so, he will bounce out. Baiting out that jump, though, is one of the best things, but the stairs, man, there we go. Bait it out, behind him. Now, as he's getting up, we can attack him again, so let's just get our free attack off, and the power attack basically is great. Now we can go fight this boss. Now, this boss is much easier if you actually have range or magic, but you can easily do this part as well if you have melee. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and try to find the steps. Keep moving because he's going to try to lick ya. And yeah, find the steps, and you could do this after the fight, but I always come over here to grab this first just because I don't want to forget it. And you can lock on to this little cleaver in his side. It's bleeding, so you can lock onto that. And basically, I mean, you just have to hit it. And look at this. This is a joke, right? Complete joke. This weapon is so good, man. It's crazy how good this weapon is. But normally, if you come here super early, right? Like this is one of your first places. Having him fall down, it just takes forever. Like, because you're hitting the cleaver, but it is based on how much damage you do to it. And then he'll fall down, you hit him in his face, and normally, it takes maybe like 3 knockdowns to kill him if you come here early. But obviously, I'm so OP that, my god, this is crazy. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the Nexus, I'm going to level up, kill myself, and then we will continue on with the Rituals path, which is 4-2. And this is one of the most important areas in the whole game, because like I was saying earlier, you can farm this area for souls. And the amount of souls you can get from this area is really crazy. Like, you can easily level yourself up to level 100 or even 120. On the first playthrough, too, by the way. You can get there by farming this area. Now, if you wait until New Game Plus, basically, to farm this area, man, you can get way more souls. But if you really wanted to farm and just level up and become more powerful, this is the place to do it, is 4-2. Alright, so I'm going to cut this ahead, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Oh god! Oh god, no! I'm scared, man. Crap. Why did I sit there explaining things? I don't know if he already invaded me, that's the problem. I'm not sure. Alright, well, it don't really matter. Bring it on, bitch, where are you? I could quit, like, that's the thing. I ain't no bitch, though. But I could quit. If I quit, basically it kicks him out. I mean, normally, I know the spawn, I've invaded enough people here that I know the spawn is up top, It's totally up top. But I've been surprised so many times here where I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, the spawn is right there next to the... Oh, it's gone. He failed. Daha, daha! Man, that terrified me for a second. I ain't going front. Alrighty. Well, I leveled up, and I just leveled up luck one time, so there's my stats again. Now, one thing that I do want to point out here is you definitely want to be a hollow, because this is a PvP hotspot. People are invading here all of the time, so watch out. And also, the Thief's Ring, it's still really good here, but it's also extremely good against this boss. This boss, I guess technically could be difficult for some people, but it's going to be extremely easy if you have the Thief's Ring, so that's something to consider. Alright, so basically, if you remember, I talked about this merchant guy. Well, this is why. He's so easy to get to. You come here, you talk to him, you buy some spice, and that's it. So I'm going to buy like 10 of these, and I have them. So pretty much good. Give me some cutscenes here. Step on that. Skip. Pretty much, there's an enemy down there. It's a summoner enemy. And that summoner enemy is going to summon all these dudes, and it's annoying. So, we need to go and murder that enemy. This enemy is strong against magic damage, but it really won't matter. I'll still murder it. Whenever you land, so what I recommend is do what I did. Hop off there, and then immediately roll. You want to roll because it's always going to try to attack you. If you roll, it will normally miss, and you'll be able to take it out. Now, there's a couple items in here that we can grab right away, so let's go ahead and do that. Pick up this item. And if we run over here, hey, look, it's our friend. It's Patches. How you doing, buddy? Let's take a look. What could be down the hole? Oh, let me guess. You're going to kick me down. Basically, there's a dude down here that we need to rescue, and we need to kill that red phantom guy to rescue this dude. Also, that item, don't worry about that item. That is for the pure white tendency. So, yeah. Alright. Block him and wreck him. You know, he'll always bounce off. He's never going to two-hand. He's always just going to one-hand, so he'll always bounce off. Very, very easy if you do it that way. Now, this NPC that we're about to rescue is really important. This is the guy we need to basically use boss souls to get miracles. And why we're even doing this, by the way, the reason why we're here, let me talk to him one more time, is we're trying to get this spell called Second Chance. Now, what this spell does is that whenever you die, you won't die. You'll actually get half your health back. And it's super cheese, and it's super OP, and once you have it, you'll probably never die again. So, coming here early is a good idea to maybe get it, but this whole area is so difficult if you come here early. Definitely would not recommend it for, you know, a noob's guide. But now, as you can see, I'm so powerful. Alright, so basically, there is an item that we can go and get, or a whole thing we can go and get. So I'm going to go get it real quick, but you want to go up this staircase, which, you know, if you look this way, you can, that's where that enemy was. It's to the left. If you go on the other staircase, it just takes you back up top. If you want to just go back for some reason, go back to, like, the archstone or something. And yeah, right here is a fake wall, so you can hit that. Come up here, watch out, trap. Pick up this item. Make sure you don't hit that trap now. And then, yeah, come over here. Now, because this is the second part of this world, these enemies will be stronger, including this guy. This guy is probably not going to die from one backstab. But we can do the same thing behind him. And I'm going to two-hand, okay? And then just swing away. No problem. Easy peasy. Okay? And the reason why this guy says my heart's breaking is because he's probably trying to farm the pure Bladestone I was talking about. And to be honest with you, I think this is a terrible spot to farm it. In fact, I would say that if you were trying to farm it here, it probably would be a nightmare. But there's a whole nother spot you could farm. Oh, God. No! No! Damn it. So, if you were trying to upgrade that Crescent Falchion, that enemy, or that lizard, is super good. Because it drops, like, good stuff. It drops chunks, basically, for that weapon. So, it falling off the cliff would be devastating. But, yeah. What I was saying is, I was talking about how you can farm this area for souls. Well, basically, the enemy that you're mainly killing is going to be dropping the pure Bladestone, like, non-stop. It's insane on how much that enemy drops the pure Bladestone. But the one out there is where a lot of people will farm because it's easier. But yeah, now the drop rate is crap. It really is. But you also do want to make this world pure black if you're ever trying to farm it for, like, the pure Bladestone. That's probably another problem some people have. They're not making it pure black, and it's like, it needs to be pure black if you're going to farm. Okay, so this part can be devastatingly, annoyingly hard. It's not going to be hard for me, and the Thieves' Ring is going to basically make this, like, a little bit better, because you can lure one skeleton here instead of both at the same time. Normally you get both at the same time, and that's when it's terrible, okay? Ah! Stupid skeleton. Die! Stupid archer. Ah! Die! Alright, let's heal up real quick. You know, those stupid things are flying around, and if you didn't have the Thieves' Ring on, oh my god, this would be so frustrating. Okay, so there's two guys here. And let me show you the easiest way of doing this. Let them swing. Okay, back up. Okay, come on. Swing away. You gotta, like, one. Normally, they do 2 swings. After the second swing is when you want to go in. Come on, bro. Do the second swing for me. Okay, this is getting my nerves. Or the overhead is good for you. Ah! Come here. Die. But you either let them do 2 swings and then you counterattack, or you let them do the overhead and then you counterattack. That's normally your easiest way. You could also, with the Thieves' Ring, come over to the ledge over here, and you could pull out a bow maybe, shoot one, back up, let them come to you, and then you could fight them one at a time. That's not a bad idea either. Okay, so we need to come over here. We can pick up this item. Let's use one of these because we want to get our magic back so we can buff again. There's an item as well right there. There is a summoner in this area. It's not necessary to kill the summoner, but it's up to you. Now, with the Thieves' Ring, you could kind of just run down there, but normally, if you didn't have it on, this guy would do a laser beam attack, and you can hide behind this wall when he does it. So, I'm just going to two-hand, run up to him, and ow! He hit me with that laser! You probably might get hit by the laser, to be honest with you. It's kind of rare for you not to. Alright, heal it up. Now let's go down. There's going to be another one of these guys basically down here. And, same thing. If you hug the right wall, maybe the laser will miss you. You'll see. Hug the wall. See that? Ah, it didn't miss me. Alright, well, whatever. Boom, chug-a-lug. The summoner in this area is over here. Okay, so kind of hidden away. And every freaking time, it always falls. But I think it falls off and dies. Yeah, it falls off and dies, so it's not a big deal. And there you go. Now, there's going to be some items. This is a trap. Don't even go get it. It's just Crescent grass. It's trash. Don't go over there. If you go over there, some enemies are going to come and try to backstab you and stuff. Don't bother with that. Now we can come this way and basically get ready because, I mean, I don't really need the buff, but I'm going to. There's going to be a guy, like, in our face, and he might, like, kind of, like, you know, surprise you at times, but take him out. Now, right here, what you want to do is you want to run down this corridor, and then you want to make a left and kill the summoner, okay? Just keep going. Just run. Okay. And, oh, God. Come on. Summoner die. There we go. And, yeah. Already, if you can't tell, this is pretty good for souls. I mean, this isn't, like, when it's pure black, when you turn it pure black, the amount of souls is going to be crazy better. But right now, I'm already at 40k! I mean, that's crazy, right? Like, I think I had, like, 10,000, but still, that's a lot of souls, like, you know, for new game. Alright, now, down here, here's the thing, I would, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna practice what I'm about to preach. Do not explore this area. Don't. Just run through. Do not stop. Just keep going. These things are gonna explode. If you don't have a lot of health, they can kill you. What you want to do is you want to beat the boss and then go and explore. The reason why is because you can die down there, and running back, man, it sucks. It just sucks. So let's go ahead and buff. Now the Thieves' Ring is going to make this fight a joke because this guy is blind and he can only hear you. And the Thieves' Ring is going to make it so that he can basically not even hear you. So you can easily, like, bait him into an attack. He's gonna literally attack, like, the wall and stuff. So you'll see. So we just kind of run up behind him, smack him. Alright, smack away. Stamina's gone. We can back up. And when you back up, he's going to lose us. So he's swinging, but he's lost us. He doesn't know where we are. And we can wait. And he turns around again. Watch out. Make sure you don't accidentally get hit by something. Same thing. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah. Let's back it up. Yeah, swing away, bruh. Okay. And he turns around. We run in. Do a run attack. That's fine. That does a lot of damage. Okay. Behind him. And back it up. He's got an AoE he might do as well. Try to get away from that. Roll away as best you can if he tries to do it. Watch out. Alright. Buff wore off, but whatever. I still do decent damage. Right. One more hit. There we go. There's the AoE. Good. I got to show it. Back away from that. Wait for it to go off. And then you can run in and do a couple more swings, but of course I missed every one. Alright, smack him. Ah! power. Dude, these power attacks I'm missing every time. There we go. Boom. Super, super easy boss if you use the Thieves' Ring. It is a joke. It's just crazy. Alright, so over here, there's going to be some arrows. And basically, here's the deal, right? How do I explain this? And that boss, that is the boss that gives you the second chance spell, so we can go and get that right now, too. But the final boss of this area, if you have a bow, you can absolutely destroy the boss. Now, there's a way to do it without a bow, and that's the way I'm going to show. But if you really want to make this fight a joke coming up, you can technically get a bow. Remember that compound longbow? You can actually use that, just upgrade it, get it to like maybe +7. That would be fine. Or, you know, just get it up some, and you could use it, and it should work great. Okay? Or you could actually turn it into a boss weapon. You could take, there's the compound short bow, which we got from World 1-2, and that bow basically can be used as well to make a boss bow. You have to go to the blacksmith, the smithing grounds, and that's called the lava bow. The lava bow is alright. I mean, it's decent. Like, it does some magic damage and stuff. It's got, like, fire damage on it. So, it's not bad. And it's definitely not a bad bow for this build. But you do eventually want to get a bow. Like, the bows are just so good in this game. I really do believe, I think bows might be, like, this is the best Souls game for bows. I'm never a fan of bows, ever, in any of the Dark Souls games. So I can't really say if there's another one of the games where bows are just extremely OP. But in this game, for sure, the bows are stupidly good. So anyway, there's a lot of items over here, so we're just kind of roaming through, looking for stuff, okay? So, kill all the slugs. Now, the reason why I said to skip this, even though this is so easy, is because you never know, right? You just never know. A stupid thing can come and blow you up and you die, and then you're like, oh my god, I gotta run past all the skeletons again. And all this other stupid stuff with the summoner stuff, like, oh man, it's terrible. So, don't risk it. The boss is so easy, you should have no problem with him if you follow that strategy. Alright, so over here, there's some more items. So, again, more slugs. Take them out. Okay, ow, slugs. Yeah, there we go. And, of course, I'm overweight. Now, I know it's tempting, guys. I know it is. You're like, ooh, hiltless, what's that? Oh man, this is an awesome looking katana. It's so great. And it is. It is an awesome, like, you know, katana. Like, it's decent. I would kind of recommend it. But, don't use it. This blue blood sword's too good. You know, it's just, this is too good. This build, you know, if you want to do a katana build one day, do a katana build. And that's a very good, like, offhand katana, because a very awesome build is dual katanas. You know, if you want to embrace your inner weeboo, like, dual katanas are awesome in this game, but the hiltless is definitely your best offhand katana. Like, that's the one you would want to have in your offhand, and then you want to use the uchi katana for your main katana on your main hand, and that's mainly because of buffs. You can buff it basically, and it's going to be very strong, yada yada yada. Alright, so now I am human. I can go get second chance, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm actually going, I'm not going to cut this ahead, because I'm going to show the process of this. Because we need to have 15 intelligence for this, okay? That's, if you were looking at, like, my little build, like, in the description, you'll see that I have, like, 15, and that's because we want to be able to actually equip this. You'll see in a second. Like, it's going to cost 100 MP to cast this, alright? So let's talk to this guy, and now we can trade that soul, the hero demon soul, for second chance. And basically, we also need a talisman of the god. We have 2 of them, so that's not a problem. And yeah, wait a minute. I didn't put it on, so make sure you put it on. So let's find that now. Attune, miracles, there you go. We have 2 slots. Yeah, if you have 16 faith, you'll have 2 slots. This sword requires 18 faith, so that's not a problem. And, I mean, we're basically good to go now. Now, whenever we cast that, it's... By the way, it doesn't wear off until you die. It's that freaking good. It's crazy. Now, technically, I should go kill myself, but I'm not going to bother. I don't really... I don't know. I would recommend you to maybe kill yourself because of the fact that you might not, you know, you might die against this boss. It's very possible, but this boss it's a gimmick boss. Every boss is a gimmick boss, and this gimmick is pretty easy, to be honest with you. Alright, so one thing, make sure to do is make sure, like, you can unequip your weapon because we're going to go get another weapon. Remember, if you have a bow, or if you want to get a bow, it's super good. I mean, the bow just works like a charm, alright? But, yeah, I don't have one. So, I'm just not going to have a weapon because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go run and get this one weapon. There's going to be some lizards. Don't worry about the lizards. I don't have enough weight. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, how did I mess that up? Okay, let me hide behind a building. I might be safe right here for a second. Let me look. I'm gonna have to discard something, I think. What can it be? I know I was just talking... Oh, well, no, it's not the Hiltless. I don't have it on me. What the hell did I pick up that was so heavy? Oh, I know what to do. Alright, so if you're gonna have this problem with weight like me, like an idiot, go ahead and just throw on this thing. We got that from Thomas, if you remember, so now we can carry more weight, and that's just like your overall weight. And now I can actually pick up the weapon. So yeah, there's gonna be some lizards over here. Don't worry about them. You can always kill them later. They really don't drop anything too important. If you were trying to upgrade that Crescent Falchion, they do, but since we're not, it don't matter. This is what we want, the Storm Ruler. Very awesome weapon. Now we need to equip it, and this effect only works on the boss battle, by the way. But yeah, basically whenever you use it, you are going to do a wind attack, and it's insanely good. So just try to like dodge these stupid things' attacks, and if you get hit, you can always go ahead and try to heal and just heal through the damage. But you really want to try to attack them when they're coming towards you. See, like these guys. If I would have seen them coming, I would have got them. Like that one's coming towards me, I'm smacking them, basically. And the other thing is, you can actually hit them really good. This thing is great. Like honestly, like, the accuracy is really good against these guys. The actual boss, not so much. You might miss a lot. But let me move a little bit, because obviously that's where we got the sword. Run back to the top, because we're going to want to be up here for when the boss actually spawns. These things are just like a tree boss. We have to kill so many of them before the boss can come. Alright? So, lock onto these dudes, start taking them out. You don't have to kill all of them. You kind of want to kill like as many as possible, otherwise they're going to annoy you. Boom. 2 for 1 there. I think we're good. Okay, here comes the boss. So, there's 2 spots you can stand. One is right here, okay? I believe, right? And when the boss gets close, we can start spamming this. Alright? You can switch the lock on, too. But he'll miss you with his attack. He has a crazy attack. But he should miss you if you stand behind these rocks when he comes from this way. And now he's going to go over to the other side. So we can actually run. I don't think... Yeah, I'm not going to hit him again. But over where this item is, you can actually stand. I think it's like, yeah, right here. And this will protect you from his next attack. So again, just wait for him to come up to you. And when he kind of gets above you, that's when you want to start spamming. Alright, so about now, should be good. Boom. Okay, I missed. Same for the body. Come on, stamina. There we go. Boom. One more. You can also move up with him. Once his attack misses, you don't have to worry about the attack anymore. He ain't gonna do a second one until he comes back. And yeah. Kind of a boring boss in a way, because look, I gotta wait for him. But now, again, just run over to these rocks and hide here. Wait for him to come back and he should be dead. No problem. Alright, you big bastard. Stupid stingray. Come on. And you'll see his attack this time. See all those little things coming out? They're all going to hit the rock if I stand next to the rock. Ah! Got all of them! Alright, well, most of them hit the rock, I guess. One more attack and he's a goner. Come on. Die! Got him. Alright, so, I mean, that's basically that. We can re-equip our blue blood sword now. And we can go and do the pure white event of this area. And I will show you, I will kind of show you the pure black. I don't know, in a way, because it's like, this area is an area you definitely want to farm while it is pure black, and you can always fix it later. I will show you how to fix it here, but I'm going to show you, like, maybe after I farm it for a while, because I want to level up too. There are items, by the way. There's a ring that we can get in World 3. You can actually buy it for 50,000 souls early on in World 3, or you can get it for free a little bit later on in World 3. But that ring is going to give us more souls, which is very good for what we're about to be doing. If you're a female, which I didn't recommend playing as a female because of this armor, but if you are a female, you can actually get 10% more souls than a male. I guess it's female privileged, I don't know. But it's basically another item you get from World 3 you can equip. And I think that's it. Like, basically, and, well, there are other ways, like spells and stuff, but we can't do it on New Game. It ain't gonna happen. Alright, so what we need to do right now is we need to go ahead and go back to the Rituals path. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get this one katana. Basically, this katana is... it was the item that was stuck in the stone, if you remember. Now that it's pure white, we can go and grab it, and it shouldn't be a problem at all. So, let's go ahead and do that real quick. Just run on over. We're going to drop down again, you know, just to show this. Like, you drop down, you roll, you're good. Every time it works like a charm. This, and now we can go and grab that item. I might archstone because I'm lazy, but I don't need to. Alright, so hop on down, pick this up, and to be honest with you, you don't even need to go and get the sword. The sword, you know, again, it's tempting. Oh, a katana, man, this looks, no, it's definitely, I would say, don't use that one. Not a fan. See, in the other games, and by the way, to get out of here, let's go this way, because this will take us back up top, and we don't have to go past the red-eye skeleton this time. But... that weapon is basically the Chaos Blade of this game. So the Chaos Blade is a very good katana in all of the Dark Souls games. And in this game, that is basically the equivalent to that. But I don't think it's worth it. Like, I just don't think the damage is enough to make up for the fact that it drains your health. That's what it does. It will constantly drain your health. I think you're better off going with, like, the Uchi Katana, or going with, like, the Hiltless, just other things like that. Because I think the Hiltless drains your health, too, but it only drains it when you actually hit the target. Where that one, it drains it the entire time, so it's just, like, annoying. Alright, so, there's going to be that skeleton up there. This guy is going to want you to give him that sword. That's the whole story here. This is definitely, in my opinion, the most pointless story. It's the dumbest pure white thing in the entire game, and it's pointless as all hell. So, what's going to happen is that if you give him the sword, or if you don't give him the sword, he's going to try to kill you. Alright? So because of that, guess what? Just immediately attack him and kill him. Like, there's no reason to even hand him the sword. It doesn't really make any difference. So remember, we were just pure white a second ago, right? Where's his item? Oh. Okay, yeah, he doesn't even drop anything, I don't think. Like, you know what he drops you? He drops you the sword back. That's what he drops you. If you actually, like, give it to him and then you kill him, like, you just get the sword back. It's totally pointless. But anyway, like I was saying, we are now gray again. Because we killed the NPC guy, it turned us gray. So, now we can kill ourselves. This is the best spot to kill ourselves, basically, because now we're trying to get this world to become pure black. And like I said, the main reason, honestly, is so that you can farm this area for souls. That would be absolutely your main reason, okay? Now, make sure, if you're doing this, don't be dumb. Pick up the souls. I mean, I would say go spend them now, because they would totally be worth spending. But let me, pop this again. Now, I'm going to actually show you a strategy here for dealing with this one pretty powerful, like, it's basically the more powerful enemy that we're going to farm, and the strategy will make it a joke. Now, there's these other two enemies, they're going to be very annoying and powerful too. You don't actually have to kill them if you don't want to, but I guess, I mean, if you really want to be effective, you should. And also, there's another spell that you should grab. And if you grab this other spell, you're not going to be able to use second chance for this. So, as you're farming, you're probably going to die several times. So real quick, let's pick this up. And I am going to go back to the Nexus first, because I'm pretty sure the world should be pure black right now. Because I think I just killed myself 4 times. And I believe it takes 4 deaths when it's gray like that. So, let's go grab the spell first. It's going to cost 20,000 souls to get this spell, but it is totally worth it. It saves you so much time. And that's Evacuation. Go ahead and equip it. What that's going to do is it's going to take us back to Nexus. Okay? That's really all it's going to do. Alright, we can go ahead and level up as well. Just get me more luck, maybe. Health here definitely helps. It helps a lot. Okay. So, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Oh, I know. Another thing you need, and if you were following the guide, you should have this, and that is the Great Club. Now, if you don't have the Great Club, and you skipped it, and you don't want to go grab it again, what you can do is you can actually go ahead. Let me put this other stuff away while I talk about this. You can actually go ahead and take, like, any club, either, well, I guess if you have the Great Club, there's no point. But if you have a normal club, for example, you can take this and you can go to the blacksmith in World 2 and you can exchange it. And if you exchange it, you can actually get yourself a weapon called the Meat Cleaver. So the soul you need is the Swollen Demon Soul, and you can basically exchange that and get yourself the Meat Cleaver, and it's going to basically function the same way as the Great Club will. We're not using it for damage. That's the thing. We're not doing this for damage. We're doing this for cheese. So I'm about to show you. So basically, we need to go to the Altar of Storms. This is going to be our starting point for this farm. And what we're going to do is we're going to run backwards each time. So let's check. Yeah, that's pure black. You know, these enemies are going to hit hard. They probably one-shot you. They're probably going to one-shot me. It's going to happen. Like, especially with the 2 enemies. But, you know, there are ways to deal with it. So basically, let's come over here. And yeah, we're just going to run through this every time. You know, every single time. Just run on through. And now we can go ahead and make it over here. Now, one thing I will say as well is that you technically don't need to farm this spot like right this second. We can always come back here to farm it later. If you want to fix the pure black though, you're gonna have to do a couple things, okay? So real quick, run up top, kill this thing. Ow! Watch out for the other one if it hits you. Alright, let's heal that up though, because we do want to be full health. Okay, let me find this thing. So we need to go ahead and I want the shield. See, I gotta unequip something here, so what's it gonna be? I guess it's gonna have to be... Ah, man, I don't know what to do, huh? I guess it's gonna have to be the catalyst, because I need this on so I can use evacuation. Actually, oh my god, there we go, boom. Talisman of the Beast. Remember, I got that when I knocked that guy off the cliff? That's what you want on, okay? Because the Talisman of the Beast, it lets you use miracles, and it lets you use the sorceries, or the intelligence, the magic spells. So now we can actually still buff our weapon if we want to, and we can evacuate. So there you go, that solved that problem. Pull out the Great Club and one-hand it, okay? Now walk up to this guy, oh god, and you want him to bounce off, okay? And when he bounces off, smack him and goodbye. Just knock him off the cliff every time. He's worth 12,000, basically 13,000 souls each time you do that. So that will start to add up very quickly, and it's absolutely great. But, you know, if you do have the ring and you have other things to boost XP, it can get crazy. Now, this part's going to be difficult, I'm not even going to lie. Because, like, I hate these 2 guys. I really, really do. If you can get one at a time, that's what you want. Just, again, it's the same strategy. You want to lure them over, and there you go, boom. And now we just swing away, okay, and then when our oh, okay, that works. Technically, you could knock these guys off, too. I mean, it does work, so here's an example. Rah! There you go. Goodbye. It works, you know, totally works, and then boom, this is what you do. Evacuate, and repeat. And every run, you're going to end up getting, like, at least at first, you're going to get, like, a level. And every 2 runs, you might get, like, 2 levels. It's like, wow, this is great. It's going to slow down, of course, but this is a very, very easy way to farm souls. And honestly, I almost say keep World 4 pure black. Like, if you're going to go to New Game Plus, you can maybe fix it. Because, you know, you might not want it to be pure black from New Game Plus. But I kind of say keep it pure black because it's such a good farm, you know? It's so easy. Like, you just knock them off the cliffs with the Great Club or the Meat Cleaver or any weapon like that. And it's just good. And it will be better once we get the other stuff. Because in the next episode, we'll be going to... I guess we're going to be going... I don't know. I was going to say World 3, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to go and do World 1-3. Because there I can actually get this one spell, which is better than the spell I'm using right now for buffing my weapon. Alrighty guys, well that's going to do it for this episode. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, will you please like the video for me. Be sure to subscribe for future videos. And I really do hope that everyone has a very nice day. And peace! So...